It took a while for the seniors to catch him, but eventually Matt Kelchner enjoyed a Gatorade shower 16 years in the making.
Pretty touching.
The man who started and built the football program at Christopher Newport University coached his final game on Saturday, a 41-0 shutout win over Southern Virginia.
Proud of the run we've had. We've had a lot of good young men come through this program. Proud of all of them.
Kelchner started the program back in 2000 and built a winner. 10 straight trips to the playoffs, 10 conference championships, and now more than 100 wins.
I just wanted us to have a program that had a chance to be pretty good and had a chance to do it the right way. And I think we've accomplished that for the most part, and I'm very proud of that.
And his players, past and present, are certainly proud of him.
The number of examples and things that he's taught me throughout my career here, more than just football, more than even just lessons on the football field, off the football field, just becoming a better man. I can't thank him enough, really.
Coach K is an awesome head coach, awesome tutor, mentor. Just on the field, he's a great person. Can't say much more about him.
He's been here for so long. He's had such an impact on all the players that have come through here. It's just crazy to think that my senior year is his last year here.
I got a story about every one of these guys, and it's just really good to see them all. It makes me feel real good.
Next season, he'll assume an administrative role at the school, but for now,
I want to go fishing or hunting, and my brother will appreciate this. I have the sincere urge to shoot a wild turkey this next couple weeks. That's about what I want to do.
And he certainly earned it. In Newport News, Nathan Epstein for the Sports Wrap.
It's the marquee game on the calendar for our local MEAC football teams. Norfolk State against Hampton, the Battle of the Bay, bragging rights and more on the line this Saturday at Armstrong Stadium.
We know the guys on the other side of the water are going to come bring it to play, and no matter what the records are, you got to expect to go hard from each team on both sides of the ball.
We know those guys, they know us, and we're close, so the intensity is definitely going to be riled up.
Norfolk State has struggled this season, but the Spartans have won 2 of their last 3 games. Saturday is NSU's final game of the season. Hampton still has a game next week against Coastal Carolina, and with a win over Norfolk State, the Pirates would secure a winning season. But for Norfolk State and its seniors, this is their final college football game.
Why not want to end the season with a win? So, I feel like this will definitely be a boost, a confidence booster for the guys that's coming back next year.
We want to go out, on a 2-game win streak and leave something for the younger guys to build on, especially as seniors. And, anytime you can end your season with a win, it's always a positive note.
Last season, the Spartans defeated Hampton. Latrell Scott is in his 2nd season as NSU head coach, but he also has deep ties with Hampton as a player and as an assistant coach.
Life's full of jokes. My wife and I are both graduates of Hampton, and we spent 4 or 5 great years here. I was fortunate enough to be a part of championship teams here and kind of help build this program. And now I'm coming from across the water, trying to tear it down and build that one up.
Well, even though he wear the green, he told me that his boxers are blue and gray, so he got a lot of power still in him.
Regardless of the color of his boxers, Coach Scott wants to go into the offseason with the taste of victory, especially against an arch rival.
At the end of the day, the way that this season's gone for myself and my team, it wouldn't really matter if it was Hampton or anybody else. We just need to win a football game because I'd like our seniors to go out the right way, and I'd like our young people to be able to come back next year knowing that we won our last football game.
Well, the Washington Redskins looked very impressive in a 42-24 win over the Green Bay Packers, and most of you watched it in prime time on Sunday Night Football. Kirk Cousins led the way with 375 yards passing and 3 touchdowns, a 17-yarder to Deshaun Jackson, a beautiful 40-yard lob to Jamison Crowder, and a 70-yard burst by Pierre Garçon. Then there was the rookie running back, Robert Kelly, 137 yards rushing on 24 carries, all against a team that ended the Redskins season a year ago, so a little bit of payback. Now, they won't have to wait long for their next game, something for you to enjoy along with some turkey, a Thanksgiving Day matchup against the rival Dallas Cowboys. I'm Nathan Epstein for the Sports Wrap. Talk about storming out of the gates. Norcom opened the playoffs with a bang.
When you win, you get that feeling like that first hit, boy, it felt good.
The Greyhounds took an explosive offense and a punishing defense on the road to Williamsburg last weekend and ousted perennial state contender Lafayette 25-7.
I feel good. I feel good for our program. I feel good for the community. And I especially feel good for our kids.
One of those kids, Kayron Prunty, star receiver and defensive back who's got offers from Tennessee and Virginia Tech, caught a touchdown and returned an interception for a score on Saturday. The challenge this week is handing Hopewell from Richmond their first loss of the season.
We had a chance to play them, and, you know, they put 46 on us last time, so we got a lot to play for. We have a lot to prove. I think we're peaking as a defense at the right time.
It shouldn't be a tough game, really. Just start the run. Most likely, yeah. It should be a good game.
How confident are you that this team can make a deep run into the playoffs?
We're very confident. You know, we don't go into any game thinking we're going to lose.
In fact, these Greyhounds are motivated to win for their head coach. Robert Jackson took over the program at his alma mater just this last summer and was on the coaching staff the last time Norcom won a state title 26 years ago.
Every time he talked to us, he never talked to us about only just football. He talked to us about real life situations, and we appreciate him for that. And we just got to give it all for him.
Norcom looks to knock off 11-0 Hopewell in the region semifinals on Saturday. In Portsmouth, Nathan Epstein for the Sport Track. First playoff edition of the Top 10. Number 10 goes to the Warwick High School Raiders. Wearing the white jerseys, quarterback Derek Nixon ran for 2 touchdowns through another. Warwick went on to top Hampton 19-14, their first playoff win in 29 years. Congratulations to Warwick High School. It was a slop show at number 9, the River Rivalry. Nansman River in the red jerseys. Quarterback Nolan Jefferson threw the muck tightrope on the sideline, in for the touchdown. Warriors win over Indian River. And now to maybe the most potent offense in Hampton Roads, the Maury High School Commodores. Hand off to C.J. Beasley. Nobody in front of him. He does the rest. Beasley back on the recruiting market after decommitting from Virginia Tech. Number 7 goes to number 7 at Churchland High School, Kenny Gallup Jr. How about 6 touchdown runs? Leads the Truckers past Menchville. All 41 points to Mr. Gallup, and a wild game at the Virginia Beach Sportsplex. Lansdowne in blue taking on Franklin County. Chris Price to Luckman Haskett, 70 yards. Eagles fly to the house. To another guy who knows how to fly at number 4, Malik Newton, running back for Lake Taylor in red. Through the line, puts on the stiff arm, finds the pylon, touchdown run against Great Bridge. Number 4, Oscar Smith in blue, keep your eye on the running back, Kervion King. All hail the King, puts the shoulder down, runs over a Western Branch defender, and the Tigers run over the Bruins 60-0. Number 3, back to Lake Taylor. It's not all about Malik Newton. Quarterback Jeff Foster lets it fly. Dallas Sproul goes over his defender, hauls it in for the touchdown. 36 yards. Number 2, no touchdown scored, so you know this had to be good. Ocean Lake's running back. Woo, Devin Hall. Oh my, that is a Chris Berman. What? And number 1, Norcom star defensive back Kayron Prunty. This is why he can also play receiver. Nice hands for the interception. Takes his time, follows his blocks, spin move, and he is in for 6. Showing us why he's got offers from Virginia Tech and Tennessee. Greyhounds with a big win over Lafayette. Kayron Prunty with our number 1 play on this week's Friday Night Flights Top 10. I'm Nathan Epstein.
James Madison against Old Dominion, just like the old days of the CAA. JMU closed out the first half on a hot streak and led 37-32. In the second half, JMU led by 15 points with 4 minutes to go. Game over, right? Not so fast. Xavier Green, the fadeaway jumper. Monarchs down 6 with 34 seconds to go. JMU struggled from the free throw line down the stretch, and ODU capitalized. Green again. The layup is good. Monarchs down 4 with 22 seconds to go. Then Malik Curry cuts the lead to 3 with 14 seconds to go. Missed free throws, a big problem for the Dukes. Here's another miss. ODU down 2. Time ticking away. Malik Curry, the last second shot from three-point range is good. Chaos at Chartway Arena. Monarchs win 81-80, but hold everything. The refs go to the replay, and Curry did not beat the buzzer, a few tenths of a second short. Celebration over, so it's James Madison that walks away with the 80-78 win. ODU close, but not enough.
I definitely thought I made that shot on time. I didn't see a replay, so I'm not sure if I got it off in time, but I thought I did.
I really had no idea. I mean, I knew that they would review it, and the game wasn't lost on that shot. Losing's never fun, and we didn't play very well, so it's disappointing.
Next up for Old Dominion, undefeated George Mason on Monday. In Norfolk, Brian Parsons for the Sports Wrap.
It's hard to be the guy who replaces the guy. Justin Fuente was the man chosen to step in for retired Hokies legend Frank Beamer 5 years ago. Fuente's first team in 2016 showed promise of a dominant stretch to come, but the 4 years since didn't come close to matching expectations.
We made this change in leadership most simply because we did not have the level of consistency nor the full development of a true team identity.
In Fuente's first season, the Hokies won 10 games, an ACC Coastal Division championship, and Fuente was named ACC Coach of the Year. Since then, Tech has been marred by mediocrity. 24 wins, 23 losses, a 17-15 mark in the ACC over the past 4 seasons, a stunning loss to Old Dominion on the road, and the first loss to UVA in 15 years back in 2019. This year, Tech lost to West Virginia, Syracuse, and Notre Dame, all in the closing seconds.
I was just raised to unconditionally support coaches 100% until the day you can't. And it just got to a day that I couldn't do it anymore.
Tech Athletics Director Whit Babcock met with Fuente, as he usually does, last week, and offered Fuente the chance to coach the team's final 2 games at Miami and Virginia.
Certainly would have liked for that to happen, but I also understand Justin's point that, hey, if I'm not the guy and you don't believe in me, then we need to do this.
Fuente met with the team this morning and in a statement thanked his players, his coaches, the administration, and fans for the opportunity to coach, and added the Fuentes will always cheer for the Hokie Nation.
He handled it like a pro, and I know how tough this is on him and his family.
Babcock wouldn't say if he has any specific candidates in mind, only that he'd prefer ones with Power 5 experience and with a proven track record.
I do believe we can be the preeminent program in the ACC. It goes in cycles, right? It was the Hokies for a while, and then the Seminoles and Clemson, and it's right there for the taking.
J.C. Price was a team captain for the Hokies when they made the Sugar Bowl in the mid-90s. He'll take over as interim head coach. Mr. Babcock said the school will not be using a search firm to find the next head man, and no timetable on finding that man has been set. I'm Nathan Epstein for the Sports Wrap.
We are getting close to crowning state champions, but before that, we had region games left to be played, including a huge one in Chesapeake last night. This was a scene from Chopper 10 as we had one of the most anticipated rematches in the history of Friday Night Flights between Western Branch and Oscar Smith. All right, happy Saturday morning, everyone. I'm Craig Loper. He is Nathan Epstein. We had another edition of playoff edition of Friday Night Flights. Last night, we had region semifinal action across Hampton Roads.
Yeah, 19 area teams were still alive for state titles across 5 different classifications, and that began with that big one in Chesapeake.
Yeah, Class 6 Region A semifinal, Oscar Smith hosting Western Branch. Last time these two met, just I think 3 weeks ago, Smith defeated the Bruins 2-0. They had that one safety, one of the craziest scores we've seen in some time. Tigers had won 23 straight against Western Branch going into last night's game. This one was chaos from the beginning. Western Branch actually recovered a pooch kick to start the game, stole a possession, bam, and that recovery set up that guy, Shamik Blizzard, number 9, the physical runner from 9 yards out. 6-0 out the gate. Still in the first quarter. Bruins in the red zone again. The misdirection handoff to the UNC-bound Paul Billups Jr. Billups Jr. stumbles into the end zone. Ball across the plane. No worry about a fumble right there. He's in there. 14-0, just like that out of the gate. Third quarter now. Tigers facing a 4th and goal, but the Bruins defense comes up with the stuff at the 1-yard line. They're hyped up, but they're not out of the clear because now the offense is backed up. Phillips Jr. fumbles the snap at the 1. It's recovered by Oscar Smith. Arion Griffin, number 33, he comes up with it. Right place, right time. 14-7, Oscar Smith has some momentum. A little later, Tigers back with the ball. Quick bubble screen. J. Mari Parker, gone. Pick 6, house call, 21-7, and this one seems well in hand. Fourth quarter now. The away crowd was loving it, Nathan. Fourth quarter. Oscar, yeah, very, both sides too. Oscar Smith playing desperate. They heave one up, but it's a no-fly zone in this guy's area. Billups Jr., numero uno, what a game he had last night. He actually had to play quarterback for part of this game because starter Taquan Trotman actually got hurt. So Billups Jr. takes the snap, and look at him, rumbling, stumbling.
The wild Billups formation.
That's right. For the first time since 2003, Western Branch beats Chesapeake rival Oscar Smith 28-14, the final, as the Bruins advance to the region championship.
It feels good. I'm proud of our kids. Our kids have put this date on their calendar, if that makes sense. They fought through it. They made it happen. Very proud. They all get the glory.
How do you get ready for the region championship next week?
Just come to Balance, watch film, do what we've been doing, and prepare well, get our kids right, and we'll be fine.
Now to Class 5. In Hampton Roads, that class is split into 2 different regions. We're going to start with Class 5 Region A.
Yeah, Green Run, back-to-back unbeaten regular seasons, won this region last year, but fell 1 game shy of the Class 5 state title game when it lost to Maury in the semifinal game. Stallions back in the region semifinal, taking on 8-3 Salem. What a game this was. Quarterback Kevin White right there, been one of the best in the area all season, has offers to Duke, Maryland, and Marshall. First drive of the Stallions, Craig, this is why he's so dangerous.
Buying time.
Keeps the play alive on 2nd down and long, runs left, throws White. Jaden Anderson the catch, big game deep into Sun Devil territory. And Craig, come on, after a play like that, who are you going to give it to?
You got to give it to him. He got you down there.
There you go. White keeps it, dives, and that is a touchdown. 1 drive, 1 score for the Stallions. So maybe this will be a breeze for the Stallions, right? But this is playoff football. Here comes Salem on 4th and 12 from the Green Run 32. Jason Williams with a dime. Jarrell Walton, the big-time catch, led to a 1-yard touchdown run from Sakari Rogers. We're all knotted at 7 after the first quarter. Second quarter, Craig, Salem backed up on its own 7-yard line.
No, he didn't.
The give to Rogers.
No, he didn't.
Sit back, enjoy, and watch Rogers go on a 93-yard jolt.
Oh, my goodness. You don't see that often.
No, man, he must have been winded after that one. Extra point, no good, but Salem still led 13-7, smelling the upset, but just a few minutes before halftime. White locks in. Anderson, easy touchdown. Extra point gave Green Run a 14-13 lead. Stallions blocked the Salem field goal right before the half. First drive of the second half, there goes Deshaun Newby. Hauls in the big touchdown catch. That was a tough catch, too.
Yeah, right over
Green Run survives and advances 21-13 the final. Now, we have scores and highlights from all over the area. This is just a sample of what we had on Friday Night Flights last night. For the full episode, you can go to WAVY.com and click on sports.
Yeah, we got region championships coming up this upcoming, I guess it will be Friday or Saturday. That's to be determined.
Yep.
Thanksgiving on Thursday, so eat lots of turkey. Enjoy high school football. As Nathan said, the rest of those highlights are up on WAVY.com, so if you didn't see your team right there, we most likely have that on the website.
And we have one big game coming up. We had a lot of college football coming up today, but one big game we're keeping our eye on, one I'm going to actually be in Richmond for. Richmond, the Spiders taking on William & Mary. Winner of that one at least wins a share of the CAA title. So we'll have all of your college football roundup for you today, coming up today on WAVY News 10 at 6 o'clock and during WAVY News 10 at 11. For Craig Loper, I'm Nathan Epstein. We hope to see you back here later on today. I hope you had a great Saturday. I'm Nathan Epstein, and we took the Sports Wrap on the road, so let's recap a little college football. Not many games in William & Mary history bigger than the one they had yesterday. The Tribe rolled into Robbins Stadium on the campus of the University of Richmond, not only looking to spoil Senior Day against their arch rivals, which denied them a spot in the playoffs last season. Tribe are also looking for a school record, a 10th regular season win, and a conference crown, all on the line for head coach Mike London's team. Tribe 8th in the nation, the Spiders ranked 11th. Even as heated as this rivalry is, each team took a moment of silence in memory of the 3 players at Virginia who were shot and killed last weekend. First quarter, William & Mary in white down 6-0. Darius Wilson, the fake, launches, finds Kalen Newton for 35 yards. Big game for Cam Newton's younger brother. Same drive, direct snap, Bronson Yoder line up in the Wildcat, and Yoder walks it in. It's 7-6. The Tribe leads. Tribe defense played stout today. 3rd down and 2 for Richmond, which led 13-10 in the second quarter. Alex Washington wraps him up, brings him down. Reese Udinsky sacked 5 times on the day. Next Tribe drive, they take advantage. Wilson, the keeper, touchdown. William & Mary took a 17-13 lead into the locker room. First drive of the second half, they go back to Yoder. His second touchdown of the day made it a 10-point William & Mary lead. Tribe led 31-13 in the third quarter. Tribe clawed back to make it a 5-point Tribe lead. Fourth quarter, the Tribe put together a championship drive for the ages. Wilson to Newton for 31 yards on 3rd down and 11. 14-play, 80-yard drive, took 7 minutes of the clock. Wilson caps it off with an exclamation touchdown. For the first time ever, William & Mary wins 10 regular season games, CAA co-champions after a statement 37-26 win in the Capitol.
I don't have enough words just to say what a tremendous effort by the players, by the coaches, and to win the caliber of game and what it meant for these young men, for alumni, for everybody.
It was unbelievable to see our guys run across the field and grab the cup, and I don't even think I'd looked at the CAA trophy. The cup was, kind of getting passed around.
You come here to accomplish things like this. Like, you come here to set records. You come here to do great things. You come here to make the playoffs. So it was just one thing accomplished, and we're looking forward to the playoffs and accomplishing more.
Trophy and the victory cigars. New Hampshire hung on to beat Maine in overtime, so the Tribe share the title. And now we wait and see where William & Mary is seated in the upcoming FCS playoffs. Selections show tomorrow, 12:30 on ESPNU. Another rough day for Old Dominion. The Monarchs lose a 5th straight game, this time in Boone, North Carolina against Appalachian State. Offense couldn't find anything without their 2 best players, tight end Zach Kuntz and wideout Ollie Jennings, both out for the year. App State wins it. Monarchs wrap up the regular season next week against South Alabama on the road. Virginia Tech trying to snap a 7-game losing skid. Longest skid since the 50s. Tech on the road at Liberty. Just the 3rd meeting ever. First time Tech has ever played in Lynchburg. Second quarter, Tech up 17-7. Shedro Lewis sheds the Hokie special teams. 97-yard kick return. Game went into halftime, all knotted at 17. Second half, Liberty leads at 22-17. Big play for the Hokies defense. They force the fumble. There it is, and the Hokies recover. Next drive, Jalen Holston plows across the goal line. Go-ahead touchdown. The lunch pail defense did the rest, and finally, Coach Brent Pry and his Hokies can smile. They win it by 1, 23-22. And behold, the green and gold. Norfolk State goes into South Carolina State and snaps a 4-game losing streak to end the year. 42-35 winners on the road, and they wrap up their season with a 2-9 record. Congratulations to the York High School girls volleyball team, which won a Class 3 state championship for the first time ever. One final score, Hampton loses on the road to Towson 27-7. And today it's all about the NFL. Taylor Heineke and the suddenly red-hot Washington Commanders, fresh off of their win against the once unbeaten Philadelphia Eagles, look for back-to-back wins and their 5th win in the last 6 games when they take on the Houston Texans. We'll have highlights of that game coming your way during the Sports Wrap on WAVY News 10 at 6, and of course at 10:45 on the Fox 43 Sports Wrap. Enjoy your NFL Sunday. I'm Nathan Epstein, and we'll see you back in studio a little bit later on today.